afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Tuesday. Danica is in for Susan Simon's on vacation this week. It's Travel Tuesday.
It is Travel Tuesday. Unfortunately, we're not the ones traveling, right?
We're gonna head
not yet, at least.
Head to Kohler, Wisconsin. They have a big wellness fair coming up in the coming weeks, so we'll find out all about that.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, and lots of news going on with a big visit today.
Yes, lots of news on this Tuesday. Vice President Mike Pence makes a stop in Madison today at the state capitol.
We'll have more on that. Plus, a warning from the State Department as coronavirus cases continue to skyrocket overseas.
And the president's legal team wraps up its defense of the president in the Senate impeachment trial.
Before we do anything else, let's take a look outside and get your weather words for the day. Got some skaters out there. I don't know if it's...
I think they're trying to make ice.
Or trying to make some ice over at Elver Park. Yeah, it feels like the season, your weather words for the day. It is a little mild, though. We've been talking about that. Let's turn it over to Dana out on that weather patio. Is it feeling like the season right now, Dana?
Oh, absolutely. It's very wintry out here right now. Temperature-wise, we're at a pretty good spot for this evening. Yes, a few degrees above average over the last few days, but with this cloudy sky, things are going to stay pretty quiet as we head overnight and into tomorrow. The pattern not really changing too much. Today we're in the 20s, tomorrow also in the 20s with mostly cloudy skies. You guessed it, it stays the same. Now we're expecting a few flurry chances for your Wednesday afternoon. No sunshine again for the rest of the week, and we're not really going to see some more mild weather until we get into early next week. We'll take a closer look at that full 7-10 day forecast in just a few minutes. Right now, we got to see what's going on the roads. The good news, no accidents to report right now. Here's a look at the Beltline and Park Street. Eastbound starting to get a little backed up. No accidents, just going a little slower. Closer you get to John Nolan, slows down, and then things pick back up closer to the interstate. Downtown's all smooth. In Middleton, we're seeing some delays around the Middleton downtown area, but 12 and 14 look fairly smooth right now. The interstate good all the way down to the state line. From Janesville to the Beltline, it'll take you 24 minutes, 17 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton. And from Sun Prairie to downtown this evening, about 16 minutes for your commute, your cloudy commute on this Tuesday.
So back to normal temperatures a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to put us back to where we should be. Not a huge drop, though. We aren't too mild right now, but again, like I said, it feels like winter.
All right. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana.
We start with breaking news out of the Channel 3000 Alert Center this afternoon. Dane County deputies want to speak with a jogger who may know something about a homicide in Blue Mounds earlier this month. Witnesses reported seeing a man running in the area of County Road JG and Bergham Road with a full beard, wearing a brown jacket with red striping similar to the image you're seeing on your screen here. Nicholas Day was found dead on January 15th. Authorities originally thought this was a hit-and-run situation, but later determined the Blue Mounds veteran was murdered. Anyone with information is asked to call the Dane County Sheriff's Office.
And breaking news in Rock County this afternoon, a man has been arrested after his stepson brought a loaded firearm to Todd Elementary School in Beloit. Officers responded just before 9 o'clock this morning after a teacher saw the gun in a backpack and confiscated it. 36-year-old Brian Walker was arrested on suspicion of leaving the loaded firearm within reach or easy access of the child. Vice President Mike Pence made history in Wisconsin today as the first sitting vice president or president to speak inside the state capitol.
He was part of a celebration of school choice here. Amy Reed joins us now with more on what he said. Amy?
When we're talking about school choice, we're often discussing the voucher program that gives students state financial assistance to go to a private school. Pence said that he chose Wisconsin for his speech today because of its historical place in the school choice discussion, having the first program established 30 years ago. Pence said the programs across the country have been successful, focusing on a few Milwaukee students in the program who will be the first in their families to go to college. Opponents of school choice say vouchers take away money that should be going to public schools. In fact, a Milwaukee lawmaker introduced legislation today that would eliminate school choice in Wisconsin, which Pence talked about.
In fact, I learned on the way here that there's a bill being introduced in the Wisconsin legislature that would actually phase out school choice in this state. Well, I know the governor couldn't be with us here today, so let's make sure he hears us. We're not going to let that happen.
They never intended, nor they will fulfill any promise to improve our public education, neglecting Wisconsin families and our children. At the federal level, we are experiencing
And that was Ananda Murilli, a member of the Madison School Board. She and others spoke this morning to counter Pence. She said the Trump administration has taken money away from education. The president's budget proposal on education in 2020 did decrease spending on education by about $7 billion, but it created education freedom scholarships, which put about $5 billion toward private or charter school vouchers. Now, that bill that was introduced today that would eliminate the voucher program isn't likely to go much of anywhere because the majorities and the leaders of both chambers of the legislature say that they like the program we have now.
All right, Amy Reed reporting live for us at the Capitol. Thank you.
Meanwhile, outside the Capitol, dozens of protesters gathered today, extending their unwelcome to Vice President Pence. Many of them told us they're against school choice, but they also took the opportunity to point out other issues they don't feel the vice president supports. Those include things like climate change initiatives, LGBTQ rights, health care for all, and the right to an abortion. Some of the demonstrators also believe Mr. Pence was in the loop, so to speak, in holding aid from Ukraine, the issue at the center of the president's impeachment trial.
There are circumstances like pulling him from the inauguration for the Ukrainian president that it's hard to believe he was not aware of what was going on.
Those protesters also spoke about the need in Puerto Rico and the help needed there after Hurricane Maria and recent earthquakes, upset that the Trump administration has not taken any action to provide relief.
In Washington today, the final day of opening arguments from the president's legal team was short as senators prepare to move on to the question and answer phase in the impeachment trial. But lawmakers are still grappling with the fallout from the claims leveled by John Bolton. According to the New York Times, Bolton writes in his upcoming book that President Trump directly linked military aid to Ukraine to an investigation into the Bidens. Some Senate Republicans have suggested Bolton's full manuscript be viewed in a classified setting.
Are you going to allow proceedings on impeachment to go from a New York Times report about someone that says what they hear is in a manuscript? Is that where we are? I hope not.
How stupid are we all going to look if his book comes out with extraordinarily relevant information 60 days from now and this proceeding is over?
At the end of today's arguments, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced senators will have 8 hours of questions for both sides on Wednesday and another 8 hours of questions on Thursday.
Tributes to Kobe Bryant continue to pour in from around the world following his death on Sunday. Investigators are still trying to figure out what caused the helicopter carrying the NBA legend, his 13-year-old daughter, and 7 others to crash. Those looking into the accident say that work may take months. Recovery efforts at the crash site are expected to take several days on their own. Debris is scattered across about 600 feet of rough terrain. The chopper went down in dense fog Sunday morning, and the NTSB investigators on the scene are asking the public for photos of weather in the area at the time of the crash.
We're not just focusing on weather here, though. We look at man, machine, and the environment, and weather is just a small portion of that.
The Sikorsky S-76 chopper did not have a black box, but investigators are scouring the crash site to look for electronics, including the pilot's iPad and victims' smartphones that might reveal whether the chopper was having mechanical problems.
U.S. prosecutors say Britain's Prince Andrew has provided zero cooperation in their investigation into the late Jeffrey Epstein. That comes despite a statement from the royals last fall saying that he is willing to help. Virginia Giuffre says Epstein and British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell pressured her to have sex with Prince Andrew. But in this BBC interview last fall, the prince said he didn't recall ever meeting Giuffre or posing for this photo. Giuffre says they had sex 3 times, once on Epstein's private island in the Caribbean.
And I've said consistently and frequently that we never had any sort of sexual contact whatever.
Authorities told CBS News last week Epstein used that island to trap girls and young women. While Prince Andrew is back in the headlines, there is that other important figure in this whole story. Authorities have not been able to find Maxwell, who is accused of helping Epstein procure girls.
The CDC is warning Americans to avoid non-essential travel to China, where the coronavirus is spreading. 5 cases have been confirmed now in the United States, and the government is evacuating Americans still stranded in the quarantine city of Wuhan. Hillary Lane has the latest on efforts to stop the spread of this disease.
wearing full protective gear. Authorities on the border of China's Hubei province are manning checkpoints. After an ID and temperature check, anyone with a fever is told to go to the hospital immediately. As the death toll goes above 100, the city of Wuhan is closer to finishing the construction of 2 new hospitals.
Today's briefing.
In the U.S., health officials are warning against any non-essential travel to China and have increased the number of screening sites from 5 U.S. airports to 20 U.S. airports and border crossings. Talks are also underway to get U.S. and World Health Organization officials on the front lines, working alongside Chinese officials.
This is a major issue, major public health issue, and we basically just need the best public health people we have in the world working on this right now.
As for the U.S. nationals stuck in Wuhan, the State Department has chartered a flight to evacuate about 230 diplomats and U.S. citizens, especially those at greatest risk. The plane is set to leave Wednesday morning from China, headed for Ontario, California. Health officials say physicians will be on the flight and passengers will be screened and monitored constantly. Wisconsin father Sam Roth hopes his wife and 2 small children get on board.
We've got a 10-month-old, we've got a 5-year-old. They're susceptible.
U.S. health officials say they have developed a rapid test for diagnosing patients, and they are working to develop a vaccine. Hillary Lane, CBS News, New York.
U.S. health officials say they're also testing a number of antiviral drugs to treat patients who are diagnosed. They say the risk of contracting coronavirus in the United States remains low. However, at least 6 people have been tested and monitored for possible exposure here in Wisconsin. Well, this Sunday, the UW School of Veterinary Medicine is getting a shout out in prime time.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. The founder of the car accessory company WeatherTech is funding an ad during the Super Bowl showcasing the program. Last July, WeatherTech's David McNeil's 7-year-old dog Scout collapsed at home. He was rushed to an animal hospital where he was diagnosed with a tumor on his heart. On recommendation, Scout was taken to the UW Vet School Hospital where they were able to treat him and successfully shrink the tumor. McNeil says the excellent care Scout received pushed him to fund a Super Bowl ad that will shine a light on the UW's animal hospital.
Someone might ask me, well, why didn't you just, the commercial and develop, the time and the commercials in excess of $6 million? Why didn't you just write a check to the university for $6 million? I think we're going to try to lever that $6 million into something much greater.
The Super Bowl airs Sunday on Fox, and the ad's supposed to run around 7 o'clock. That is
It's such a
great
cute
story.
pup, too.
You know
Oh,
much,
my goodness.
You know how much money they could possibly generate with that? That's 100 million people.
We're going to have to keep track of that and
Yeah.
see. That's unbelievable. Really, really cool.
Well, still to come before a lot of football fans upgrade their TVs before the Super Bowl.
You got to see Scout in full picture there, right?
75-inch.
We are looking into whether now is a good time to buy a flat screen and which ones top the list. Consumer Reports shares that advice when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome to the all-new Dwellings. Don't miss our new Fitchburg showroom grand opening now through March 31st.
If your home is drafty and cold in the winter and your heating bills are out of control, it's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. Dr. Energy Saver will show you where and why your home is using, losing, and wasting energy. We will conduct a comprehensive heat map analysis of your home, identifying problem areas like failing attics, vented crawl spaces, and leaky can lights. We'll set up a blower door, a powerful fan mounted on an exterior door to pull air out of your home, lowering the pressure inside and allowing us to pinpoint your troublesome areas. We offer a full range of installation services for your home. These home energy upgrades will save you money on your energy bills and make your home more comfortable. Our team will provide effective, long-lasting solutions, and right now, take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and get a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now and set up your free estimate because this doctor makes house calls.
What does help for heart failure look like?
The beat goes on.
It looks like Emily, cooking dinner for 10.
The beat goes on.
It looks like Jonathan on a date with his wife. Entresto is a heart failure medicine that helps your heart, so you can keep on doing what you love. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Yeah. Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
I've always had jobs centered on helping people, but now with a nursing degree from Herzing University, I've made it a career.
Having a job was one thing, but having a career, to me, that meant something completely different. With a little hard work and a degree from Herzing University, anything is possible.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Dwellings, Madison's best kept $150 secret. Visit our new Fitchburg showroom grand opening now through March 31st.
Welcome back near Oshkosh. Sturgeon spearing season is set to kick off on February 8th. That's next Saturday, but poor ice conditions could impact the tradition.
That's right. Those conditions are keeping vehicles off Lake Winnebago, and it's not looking like there's going to be much improvement in that respect there. In some spots, there are only 5 inches of ice on the lakes. Even though there was a bitter cold snap, anglers say their window of opportunity this season is shrinking.
In February, half the winter's gone. With my experience, we're probably not going to drive out more than a couple weeks if it gets cold. Once March comes, the sun gets up in the air further, and the days are longer. It doesn't get as cold in March.
This year's sturgeon spearing season is set to run through February 23rd. Well, a new report warns about a significant increase in data breaches affecting tens of millions of Americans.
The Identity Theft Resource Center counted nearly 1,500 breaches of U.S. private and government organizations in 2019. In its 2019 end-of-year data breach report, the Identity Theft Resource Center says the number of data breaches went up 17%. The group says one significant new threat emerged: consumers or companies' data being exposed through databases left unsecured. They say a number of large organizations simply fail to add a password to protect their cloud-based data. It's not known if that data was then stolen. Another trend that's exploded in the past year, they say, is something called credential stuffing, where hackers buy someone's stolen login and password from the dark web, then see if that same combo gets them into other online accounts.
The reason it's so easy is because so many of us use the same password for multiple accounts.
The report says noteworthy credential stuffing attacks in 2019 include Intuit, Boost Mobile, Dunkin', and the streaming service Disney+. Today is considered Data Privacy Day by the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau. Officials say many people are unaware of how much data they are sharing when using social media and shopping online.
You really don't know how much you're sharing until you're reading those data privacy or the privacy policies that are on the website. Every website.
We have more information about how to protect yourself on our website, channel3000.com. Stocks recovered some losses after yesterday's big loss, the worst since October. The Dow Industrials gained 187 points, closing at 28,722. The Nasdaq up 130. The S&P 500 added 32.
So we are just days away from the biggest football game of the year. It can also be a good time to shop if you're in the market for a new big screen TV.
But with so many options and deals to choose from, it can be hard to find the set that's right for your budget. Luckily, Consumer Reports has done the homework for you. I spoke with Consumer Reports senior tech editor Jim Wilcox earlier today about some of the top recommendations of big screen TV deals. How good are the TV deals you're seeing right now? Is it really a good time to buy?
So this is a good time to buy. You know, Black Friday tends to get all the attention, and we do see TVs at their lowest price a lot of times during Black Friday. But in the 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, we do see a lot of discounts. There's a lot of promotional activity. And the good thing is that a lot of the deals that we're seeing are on better performing TVs and larger screen TVs, the kind that you want to watch a big game on.
Used to be like 40 to 60 inch. Now we're talking, what, 65 to 80 inch?
Yeah, we're seeing, TVs 65, 75, 85 inches right now, and we expect them to be a lot cheaper this year than they were in the previous years.
All right, let's talk about some of those deals. Which TV do you recommend if price is no object?
So we put TVs through a battery of tests, and among the top TVs in our ratings are LG's OLED TVs. There's a model called the C9. It's a little bit pricey. It's about $1,800, but that's $400 or $500 less than it was just a couple of months ago. This TV does everything right. It's got great picture quality, an unlimited viewing angle, and it's a great TV for watching the game.
All right, if you don't quite have that kind of money, how about a mid-level set?
So for about $1,200, you can get a 65-inch Samsung QLED TV. We like the Q70 model. Again, it has great picture quality, and one of the things that it does well is it helps to reduce motion blur, which is what you see blurring on the edges of objects in fast-moving scenes like you get with sports.
Like a football game. All right, how about a budget price TV?
And the great news there is you don't even have to spend $1,000. There's an up-and-coming brand called TCL. They have a 6 Series TV that we really like. It's only $700 or $800 for the 65-inch model, about $550 for the 55-inch. And again, it does everything well, except that perhaps its sound quality isn't quite on par with the other sets. So you might want to consider getting a sound bar.
All right, these are all smart TVs, right?
Yeah, probably, close to 80% of all TVs sold right now are smart TVs. And, one of the things to think about with smart TVs is that there's a technology called ACR, automatic content recognition. And what's happening with these TVs is that they're collecting a lot of data about everything that you watch on that TV. They can identify things that are coming in, over the air or even via streaming. And the good news is that that's what allows them to make program recommendations. But the bad side of it is that a lot of times they're selling or sharing this data with marketers who are targeting you with advertising. The good news is that you're able to turn some of these features off. And if you go up to consumerreports.org, we do step-by-step instructions with the various brands to show you how to limit that kind of data collection.
Are there any big advancements in the TV industry in the future? Are these sets going to be out of date?
No, we're hearing a lot about 8K TVs now, which, have even greater detail than the 4K TVs. But really, 4K, we're still playing catch-up there. This is going to be the first Super Bowl that's actually being broadcast in some markets in 4K. So 8K is an interesting technology, but it's not something you're probably going to want to buy this year.
So you're not going to be out of date if you buy one of these sets?
Nope, they're going to be good for years to come.
All right. Well, good advice, as usual. Thanks for being with us, Jim, and hope your team wins.
My pleasure.
Now I want a new TV.
I know, right? The pictures are beautiful on there.
Don't need one, but...
I know, exactly. Don't really have room for one, but...
Yeah, I don't either. Still to come before the Democratic National Convention in Milwaukee is just months away.
Hotels are already filling up, and now convention goers are hitting up Airbnbs. That story's coming up after Dana's First Alert forecast.
You wouldn't go to Stanton, would you, Fergus? You don't think that Stanton's glasses are more beautiful than mine, do you?
I am going to ask you one last time.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
When their cry is a different kind of cry.
When you know they're sick, but are afraid to know how sick they really are.
That's when you want answers.
When you need answers.
Because when it's your child,
your baby,
it's different.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where we treat the untreatable and conquer the seemingly unconquerable. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
My psoriatic arthritis pain, I had enough. It's not getting in my way.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness, much better.
My psoriasis, clearer. Cosentix works on all of this.
4 years and counting.
So watch out.
I got this.
Watch me.
Real people with active psoriatic arthritis are feeling real relief with Cosentix. Cosentix is a different kind of targeted biologic. It treats the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis to help you look and feel better. It even helps stop further joint damage. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I just look and feel better.
I got real relief with Cosentix.
Watch me.
Feel real relief. Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
America isn't just sick of Donald Trump. America's getting sicker. There are 1 million more uninsured Americans every year under Trump, and he's repeatedly tried to repeal Obamacare. Mike Bloomberg will make sure everyone without health coverage can get it, and everyone who likes theirs keep it, while capping fees to lower costs. As mayor, he helped expand coverage to 700,000 more people and champion women's reproductive health. As president, he'll give access to everyone.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. The News 3 Now. Madison Camper and RV show and sale. See over a mile's worth of RVs, camping equipment, and campgrounds under one roof. Tickets are just $10, and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Meet Gridiron Great Gilbert Brown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Find out more and get your VIP ticket at MadisonRVShow.com. See you at the Alliant Energy Center, January 31st, February 1st, and 2nd.
They look great. They're affordable. Stanton, how do you do it? Oh, nice.
Are those?
Get out!
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus a free eye exam.
Well, take a look at this. The happy couple, Josh and Lily, officially got married earlier in the day and decided to head outside and let loose. Lily leans up against a structure at a plaza in Missouri while Josh gets in position above. He builds up speed on his skateboard and amazingly jumps right over her, sticking the landing. His friends and other watching erupt in applause.
Very cool. I think he's done that before.
Yeah,
a couple times.
A couple times.
Yeah.
Happy couple.
That's cute. Good for them. That's something I did not do on my wedding day.
No, we didn't skateboard either.
Definitely not.
All right, the clouds continue.
The clouds.
I need one of those light things.
Oh, like vitamin D. Yeah, the satellites. Yeah, they help out right now. You're probably going to need it for the next few days, actually. The cloud's not really going anywhere. We'll take a closer look at the cloudy forecast ahead right after the break.
I suffered with psoriasis for so long.
I felt gross. People were afraid I was contagious.
I was covered from head to toe. I was afraid to show my skin.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. I wasn't covered anymore.
4 years clear.
5 years now.
I just look and feel better.
See me.
Cosentyx works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I look and feel better with Cosentyx.
5 years is just crazy.
See me.
Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx could help you move past the pain of psoriasis.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
The Color Purple is the Tony Award winner for Best Musical Revival. A glory to behold. Experience what people are calling one of the greatest revivals ever. The Color Purple.
At Overture Center, February 18th through 23rd. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
first thing first, I know we've talked a lot about trying to get the car washed. There's always a line, and while it seems that a lot of people are listening to me, Mark isn't listening. So for the next few days, if we could all just send a friendly reminder to Mark to get the car washed, get in line, bring a book, talk to Lola and Louie. There are plenty of options. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't even have to wear your seatbelts. This one's for Mark. Thank you, everyone, for already getting through and getting your car washed. Again, if you need to put the wax on, you're good to go since temperatures are okay. So right now, it's cloudy outside. We've been in this pattern for the last several days, and this pattern really isn't going to go anywhere. In fact, as we take a large, grand look, oftentimes we'll look a little bit to the west to see what's moving on in next. If we see, of course, rain or snow or some light showers just off to the west into Minnesota and Iowa, that's moving east. Likely that we're going to be dealing with that in the next few hours. But as we look off to the west, our pattern stays the same. We continue to see a cloudy sky. It's not until you go well off to the west that there's a little bit of moisture towards the Rockies. So we're going to continue to stay fairly dry, fairly cloudy outside, and really seasonal with our temperatures. Future Track has the same picture, a little bit of a repeat performance from Mother Nature for tonight into Wednesday. Tomorrow we're mostly cloudy outside. We may see a few flurries pop up, but it's really not going to bring any accumulation, just some light flurries late in the day on Wednesday. We really have to advance all the way to the end of the week and the start of the weekend for any big shift, any big changes in the forecast. It's going to stay cloudy throughout the day on Friday. Again, similar pattern, but by Friday, late in the day, overnight and into Saturday, we're expecting the chance for some light flurries to slide in and some light snowfall coming through Friday night and into early on Saturday. It comes through pretty quick. It's not going to bring a lot of accumulation, but that's our next opportunity for a little something to come on through. By Saturday afternoon and evening, though, that snow threat's pretty much out of here. Accumulation totals are going to stay under an inch. Again, not a major event, but we get a little bit of a fresh snow coming down Friday night into Saturday. These are totals from our European model. Again, most of the area staying at that 1 inch, or some higher amounts expected well further north. Otherwise, just plan on another cloudy night. Tonight falling to about 20, so starting the day off tomorrow, it is going to be a little colder early in the day. Might need an extra layer early on. We're in the upper 20s for your highs for Wednesday. Chance for a few flurries coming through later on in the day. Otherwise, staying quiet and cloudy for your Thursday. Temperatures a little bit above average into Friday. And again, Friday is that next opportunity for a little light snow that could bring some accumulation. Some light flurries possible late Friday into Saturday. Morning chance for some flurries on Saturday, but your Saturday afternoon plans, if you're trying to get outdoors at all, should be just fine for the winter activities. Sunshine coming in on Sunday. That'll be nice to get a little bit of sun. Unfortunately, it doesn't last for too long as our next opportunity for some light snow and rain comes in for Monday and Tuesday. Next week is going to bring a little more seasonable weather. So enjoy the 30s while we can. Certainly enjoy the 40s on Sunday and Monday because it is going to get a little colder heading into next week. Afternoon highs will back off into the 20s with overnight lows in the single digits or teens, lower teens, which is where we should be for late January heading into early February. But right now, things have just been a little quiet in the weather world.
1 day of sun. It's Groundhog Day.
1 day of sun.
So Jimmy's going to see this shadow.
There's a shadow. It's the only day we don't want sun. That's the thing. When the groundhog sees this shadow, that means we have more winter. And having a little bit of sun on Sunday lends its hand to shadow seeing. Unfortunately, it's not ideal.
The only day.
The only day.
Only 1 day.
1 day. 1 day. You weren't in here.
I saw it. I liked it. That's funny. I'm going to have to get in line. I'll take the dogs.
Get in line, take the dogs, or a book. I had options. There were things you could do.
Yeah.
Or go like at 5 in the morning.
Or go at 5 in the morning. All right. I would rather be asleep, but if that's when Mark wants to go, there you go.
But the clock's ticking now because by Friday night it's going to snow again.
Yes.
So my window of clean cars.
Yeah, but if you wait until Sunday when it's actually sunny out, that's when the line's going to pick back up.
Nobody's going to go on Sunday when it's 42 degrees.
He's pretty confident about that. Look at that.
All right.
All right. More clouds. All right, Dana, thank you. Keep me posted.
Yes.
Well, the DNC is less than 6 months away, and with hotels in Milwaukee now almost at capacity, many are turning to Airbnb for a place to stay.
The rising demand is also incentive for people to rent out their place. Siran Bagenda reports from Milwaukee.
Robin Reed always thought of renting out her 2-bed, 2-bath historic home near UW Milwaukee.
Because the DNC came, it just was an incentive to get things ready quicker and make it available for people.
As of today, 32% of Airbnbs are already booked, totaling more than 1,000 guests.
Well, over 1,000 guest arrivals, which equates to over $700,000 in host income.
Our economic impact for the entire convention right now is still estimated to be at about $200 million, and that encompasses all of the hospitality industry mainly.
During the week of the DNC, the average nightly price for an Airbnb is now $1,155, but there are much cheaper options still available. Sam Randall says the demand is growing.
Some of the search data shows that the interest is up, 250% over the same time last year.
And I am watching this whole community, which was quite conservative and closed up, kind of all of a sudden open itself to the world. And I think it's terrific.
Airbnb provides tools to help hosts properly price their place according to demand. Reed ended up pricing her home at $1,000 a night during the week of the DNC. But during the off season, it's normally $225.
$900 to $1,000. And that's what they call smart pricing. So it helps us, but also I think it's still much cheaper overall for a group of people who needed a place to stay.
$1,000.
Wow. I know, it has us considering some things, to be sure. Airbnb says they will be coming to Milwaukee late February or early March for their first seminar on the DNC.
The seminar will guide people who want to rent out their place that week. And I bet some people would be coming to Madison, too.
Yeah, I definitely imagine if things are, already filled or filling up around there, around Milwaukee, that this will be a place as well.
Lowell and Louie, pack up. We got a room to...
Come on.
There's more to come at 4. When we come back, we're hearing from people who grew up alongside the late Kobe Bryant.
And tonight at 5, we'll continue to update you on the investigation into the murder of Nicholas Day, what deputies are looking for now.
Years ago, one extraordinary show danced its way into history. Riverdance. Now it's time for the next step. Experience the breathtaking phenomenon, Riverdance, the 25th anniversary show.
At Overture Center, January 28th through 30th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Month after month, I'm doing it all. The supplements, the veggies, the water, but I still have recurring constipation, belly pain, straining, and bloating. My doctor said I could have a real medical condition called IBS-C.
From my recurring constipation and belly pain from IBS-C, I said yes to Linzess.
Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation. Linzess is not a laxative. It works differently. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
I'm doing it all, and I said yes to Linzess. Ask your doctor about Linzess.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. That's cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Or get a total value of $6,500 on this Silverado without optional tech package or enhanced invisible view. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser has the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company. We know you're busy. Give us 80 minutes for 80 years to make a smart decision on your bath remodel.
Let us help you find the bath of your dreams. Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
Remember, Ganser has the answer. A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Ganser, that's the answer.
Tonight at 5, protesters turn out to protest Wisconsin's school voucher program and the vice president's support of it. We'll have live updates.
Our weather will stay quiet and seasonably cold with a chance for a few flurries Wednesday afternoon and evening. However, the sun will stay hidden through Saturday. My forecast of 5.
And then at 6, a pair of schools in Watertown are closed for a deep cleaning, and it's all in response to a growing number of absentees. We'll have a look at the process tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
The gloominess continues degrees in downtown Madison today. You're looking live at the Edgewater Sky Cam, looking at that very chilly but probably thin-iced lake there.
You got to be careful. It's been pretty warm.
Most definitely. All right, today will be the first day. The boys and girls basketball teams at Kobe Bryant's former high school, Lower Merion, will play since learning about his death.
At those games, there will be 33 seconds of silence in honor of Bryant's high school jersey, number 33. Jerika Duncan spoke to some of his former teammates and current student athletes who say Bryant's spirit lives on.
Kobe was us, and we were him. And I think that's a really beautiful way of putting it.
At Lower Merion High School, student athletes, both past and present, tried to make sense of this loss.
We played basketball on the same team from my sophomore year to when I graduated, and remained friends ever since then.
In the mid-90s, Lower Merion served as Bryant's launching pad for both his NBA career and for his ability to inspire.
I'm going to stay focused on that. I want to win a state championship. So when the season rolls around, I'll be more focused than ever.
When you first heard the news, what was your reaction?
Well, when I first heard it, I didn't believe it.
Guy Stewart played basketball with Bryant for 3 high school seasons and considered the two to be brothers.
Like, why him and why Gianna? And it was just a tough day.
See ya. During his 4 years at Lower Merion, Bryant led the boys basketball team to its first state championship in more than a half a century.
We walk past his trophy case every day, and we never would have expected it would happen this soon. And there's loss for words for everybody.
He had so much more to live for. He had so much more to do.
Sad to the strength. Jeremy Treatman first covered Bryant as a reporter.
What was your reaction with David's?
And later becoming one of Bryant's assistant coaches.
He was doing things I've never heard of, like getting a key from a janitor and coming into the school at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, taking 500 shots.
As a high school student?
As a high school student.
Bryant on the move with the jumper.
I don't know anybody more successful in their field that I've ever been personally than Kobe Bryant.
You feel lucky to have known him?
I do. I do. He inspired me.
I asked one of the former student athletes here at Lower Merion what they think Kobe Bryant is saying right now. They told me they believe Kobe is saying, the job isn't done, keep going. Jerika Duncan, CBS News, Ardmore, Pennsylvania.
Quite a shock to a lot of people.
I know. And what a sentiment, though, to hear that from both his friends and kids who didn't know him, but know of his legacy still. Yeah.
It is a legacy. Well, there's more to come at 4. It is Travel Tuesday.
We'll tell you about a great wellness weekend coming up at the Kohler American Club when Live at 4 continues.
I didn't choose this exact type of metastatic breast cancer, but I did pick Clarity by knowing I have a treatment that goes right at it.
Discover Piqray, a treatment that specifically targets PIK3CA mutations in HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC. Piqray is taken with fulvestrant after progression on hormone therapy and helps people live longer without disease progression. Do not take Piqray if you've had severe allergic reactions to it or any of its ingredients. Piqray can cause serious side effects, including severe allergic and skin reactions, high blood sugar levels and diarrhea that are common and can be severe, and pneumonitis. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms of severe allergic reactions or high blood sugar while taking Piqray. Your doctor will monitor your blood sugar before and during treatment, and more often if you have type 2 diabetes. Before starting, tell your doctor if you have a history of diabetes, skin reactions, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Common side effects include rash, nausea, tiredness, weakness, decreased appetite, mouth sores, vomiting, weight loss, hair loss, and changes in some blood tests. Ask your doctor about Piqray.
If your home is drafty and cold in the winter and your heating bills are out of control, it's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. Dr. Energy Saver will show you where and why your home is using, losing, and wasting energy. We will conduct a comprehensive heat map analysis of your home, identifying problem areas like failing attics, vented crawl spaces, and leaky can lights. We'll set up a blower door, a powerful fan mounted on an exterior door to pull air out of your home, lowering the pressure inside and allowing us to pinpoint your troublesome areas. We offer a full range of installation services for your home. These home energy upgrades will save you money on your energy bills and make your home more comfortable. Our team will provide effective, long-lasting solutions, and right now, take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and get a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for a Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now and set up your free estimate, because this doctor makes house calls.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Year 3 begins at Hogwarts in a special live concert event. Watch as a live symphony orchestra performs with the full movie projected on the big screen. Don't miss Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in concert.
Tickets at overture.org.
How does the automatic emergency braking in the Chevy Equinox work?
I don't know. What?
Can you tell me how lane keep assist with lane departure warning works?
Lane departure warning? What is that exactly?
Kids may not know about the 2020 Chevy Equinox's standard safety features, but every parent should.
Get $3,750 cash allowance on most Equinox models. Plus, current GM owners can get an additional $750 cash allowance. And eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings.
No accidents to report right now. Always a good thing, though. The Beltline is starting to get a little backed up, actually. As we look at the eastbound side, we're seeing delays for most lanes right now. Moving, but it's a very slow and go, stop and go process. Westbound moving along just fine. We're seeing delays on the eastbound side, though, starting back at Fish Hatchery Road right now, picking up a little bit closer to Park Street and then slowing down again the closer you get to John Nolan. Downtown's moving a little slow. University Avenue heading towards Middleton, also seeing some slowdown spots. But again, everything's still moving right now. The interstate's pretty smooth, and then downtown Janesville, just the usual stop spots. 25 minutes to get from Janesville to the Beltline, 16 from Sauk City to Middleton, and to get from Sun Prairie to downtown, about 18 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. A Southern Indiana artist is using a children's toy to make some truly impressive art. Carrie Johns has carved out a niche, cranking out elaborate works of etch-a-sketches. While most use the classic toy to make simple staircases and other rigid forms, she uses these knobs to craft intricate and detailed works. As a bonus, they're already framed.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty amazing.
That is really amazing.
Never used one of those
I wonder
things?
how many. Yeah, I mean, like when I was 7.
I was good with the staircase thing.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's about the extent of my talents as well. Maybe a smiley face every once in a while.
Well, it is Travel Tuesday, and this time we head to Kohler, Wisconsin. The American Club there is holding a wellness weekend at the end of May.
To tell us about the club and its many wellness programs is Christopher Parr from Pursuitus.com, that website there. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, let's talk wellness, and I can't not talk about a spa if we're going to talk about wellness. Yeah.
You know, so we want to do something a little bit different today on Travel Tuesday. A Wisconsin destination that we can travel to only 2 hours away. The Kohler village of Kohler, super charming, population of 2,000, and it's kind of where luxury meets wellness. They are a 100-year-old company focused on kitchen and bath, and they're also home to one of my favorite destinations, the American Club at Kohler. First is they have a world-class spa there. The Kohler Water Spa is Wisconsin's only Forbes 5-star spa, and it's a completely immersive experience, like you're in Europe. You can spend the entire afternoon there. They have a full-body treatment, many different options, a rooftop bar, spas, saunas. It's a terrific, great experience.
And they're getting to be known for their wellness programs.
Absolutely.
What else is going on?
So also, if you want to be a little bit more active and be a little bit more busy, there's yoga and wonderful activities. First is the yoga on the lake. It's Sheboygan's premier yoga studio, offering 74 classes per week, and anything from bar to hot yoga to traditional yoga, they offer some great services. Then they also have launched a brand new Bold Cycle, which is a indoor cycling service and great group activities. It's a fun activity. Also, lastly, there is the Sports Core, which is like a sports center on steroids, great fitness rooms. And then for golf, world-class golf. They have 4 award-winning golf courses. So if you're a pro or an amateur, there's something for you to find and do at Kohler. And also they're hosting the Ryder's Cup in late September in 2020.
That's probably already booked up a little bit, we can imagine.
Absolutely.
So they have everything, the cycle and the yoga, and there's a weekend coming up. What's happening with that?
Yeah.
Sure. So there's a brand new wellness weekend. So all these activities are bringing in some experts, and there's also a brand new press juice, a new juice bar that they've also launched. And so it's going to be a complete activity from going from from the juice bar to all these different speakers and activities, and all these wellness activities have been initiatives of Ashley Kohler. She is the daughter of David Kohler, who's the CEO of the Kohler Company, and her grandfather is Herb Kohler, who founded the American Club in 1982. So she's spearheading all these activities. This new weekend coming up in May. So for that and many activities and wellness activities and packages, you can find them all on AmericanClubResorts.com.
Yeah. Is it looking pretty booked up so far, or are there still plenty of spots available?
This is the perfect time. Yeah, it's a great weekend for women weekend or for couples. The best thing about it, you can have couples who can go for, the guy can go for the golfing, or the partner can go out for the spa. So there's a lot to do for everybody at the American Club.
And it's not cheap. I mean, it's the Kohler Club.
It is.
A couple, like $400 or $500, I think I looked online.
Per person. For the wellness weekend, I saw packages ranging from $75 to $200 per person for the entire weekend. So some really great options.
So
and that would give you a good sampling of some things, I can imagine, as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the Ryder Cup weekend, that's so
that's really difficult to get into right now.
You got to know a Kohler at that point.
Absolutely. I think. Calling Herb up right now.
Right. Exactly.
And there's lots of other stuff to do in town too. I mean, you're right. It's a fun little village.
Absolutely.
And 2 hours away. So
yeah, not too bad at all.
All right.
Easy day trip.
Travel Tuesday. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Good to see you.
And we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Pretty roll playback.
We are the Thrivers. Women with metastatic breast cancer. Standing in the struggle. Hustling through the hurt. Asking for science, not sorries. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant or a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor. Kisqali is the only treatment in its class with proven overall survival results in 2 clinical trials, helping women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali was also significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious liver problems and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. It's our time to continue to shine because we are the Thrivers. Ask your doctor about Kisqali, the only treatment in its class proven to help women live longer in 2 clinical trials.
At the Brothers Maine, you'll get more selection, more savings, and more confidence in your appliance purchase. That's why we're the More Store. The Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Hi, folks. Wednesday is the last day to register by mail or in person ahead of the February primaries.
We're breaking down what you need to know to make sure you're ready for election season, what documents to bring, and where to check if you're already registered.
We'll see you tomorrow.
In a plastic world, UW engineers are working on ways to reduce plastic use and waste.
The technology to recycle waste plastics is very inefficient, and then when we recycle them, they're all contaminated.
How we can all help fight the plastic plague. Thursday on News 3 now at 10.
No sun anytime soon.
No sun, and we're all kind of concerned about the ice level right now. A lot of people that were hoping to get out to fish, the ice is a little thin. People trying to get out and ice skate, the ice is a little thin. Looking right now at our Edgewater Skycam, we got some folks out there currently, but it's not quite as thick as what we would like. And unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like we're going to have that cold snap that it takes to get the ice just a little thicker. In fact, we're expecting temperatures to stay just a little bit above average as we scoot through the next few days. Tomorrow, plan on mostly cloudy skies, no sunshine on the way, a few flurries possible in the afternoon. Of course, the mild weather continuing into early next week. Even 28 is still just a bit above average, mostly cloudy. And again, a few flurries possible, but not a lot coming on down. Nothing that's going to lead to any accumulation tomorrow. We're going to have to hold off until about Saturday morning.
Are they still snowmobiling?
Yes. So snowmobiles still open. That's an option. Around Black Earth, that was an option. I saw people out snowmobiling. Skiing's an option. What else do we got? Winter activities, tubing, sledding. Let's keep going. We got a list. Ice skating,
not on the lake.
No.
Maybe another rig.
One of my neighbors has one in their front yard, an ice skating rink.
You said that.
Yeah, cool. I am 100% jealous, and I haven't been invited yet.
Oh,
I'm working on it. Neighbor.
Dana, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, we'll see how Madison's climate has changed over the past 30 years.
We're seeing some of that this week, and we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in the 2020 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. This one, a true off-roader, folks. We'll be back after this.
Weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
Ozempic does not increase the risk of major cardiovascular events like heart attack, stroke, or death.
There's no increased risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic should not be the first medicine for treating diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
Start the new year with great deals from Jeep and Don Miller. It's the Start Something New sales event on now. Get the 2020 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4. Lease for only $299 per month, 42 months, 10,000 miles a year. $2,500 plus taxes and fees due at signing. The 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited with heated leather seats. There's great selection. Over $4,000 off MSRP after all discounts and rebates and your own Don Miller deal. Don Miller, Madison and Dane County's Jeep headquarters. Odana Road, Madison.
This January, you can join Anytime Fitness for just $1. You have health and fitness goals. Let us help you reach them. Join in January and also get 2 weeks of unlimited training. Offer ends soon. Join Anytime Fitness for just $1.
1 in 5 people you meet wear dentures. Yeah, that many. But right now is not the time to talk about it. So when you're ready, search My Denture Care. Polygrip and Polydent. Fixed, fresh, and just between us.
In today's Final Touch, a question for you. Have you stuck to your Get in Shape New Year's resolution?
You know, I just didn't even make them. It was easier that way. If not, we do have some inspiration for you. This 9-year-old Louisiana boy can deadlift 230 pounds. It's as impressive as it is emasculating for the rest of us. Let's be honest. The deadlift is one of 3rd grader Tate Fegley's feats of strength. He can also bench press